Welcome to episode 1 of season 2 of Dalek Bumps Question Time. These questions were submitted to me via my Discord server, and our first set of questions comes from Dalek Sutherland. Question 1. Out of all the Dalek designs, which one do you think has the best Dalek bumps? For me, it's got to be the Dalek Executioner from Time Lord Victorious. The black on silver colour scheme is fantastic in itself, but the little red ring highlights around each hemisphere really add to the design. It's easily my favourite Dalek skirt section design so far, but painting them on a custom was a pain in the bumps, let me tell you. Question 2. Do you think we'll ever see a space battle in Doctor Who with the Dalek sources slaughtering their opposition? I really hope so. With the additional budget that Doctor Who is getting from Disney, I really want to see more expansive action sequences involving the Daleks, like the one we saw in The Day of the Doctor. And a space battle between Dalek sources and some other faction ships, cyber ships, human battle cruisers, Draconians, Thals, Sontarans, or a brand new threat would be very welcome indeed. And question 3. What do you think the next Dalek leader will be? An Emperor, a Supreme, or a Prime, etc.? Personally, I think that the Daleks will likely stick with the Dalek Supreme for quite some time. I think a lot of fans are satisfied with the finality of the Dalek Emperor's demise from the Party of the Ways. While we have seen some of the Dalek leaders in the recent past, like Dalek Sec, the Dalek Prime Minister, and the Restoration Emperor from the Daleks animated series, Supreme Dalek is a versatile rank that can be applied as many times as needed, just like we saw in Classic Who. It also provides the opportunity for an interesting Dalek variant, like the Red Supremes from Series 4 and Series 9. This next question is from Squid1592, who asks, if you were to build your own Dalek prop to have for personal use, what design would it be? And would it have any significant modifications, like different paint schemes, mixing parts from different designs, or something entirely custom? Definitely a Renegade Dalek, without a doubt. It's a timeless design that is instantly recognisable, and I really like the matte finish on those props that we see in Remembrance of the Daleks. I much prefer it to the glossy look that Grey Daleks had in previous episodes. I don't think I'd modify the design at all, to be honest. In my opinion, the Renegade Dalek is the perfect classic Dalek design. The props were made from sturdy materials, some of them even using components from the original Shawcraft Daleks. They were navigable on uneven terrain, allowing for their use in location filming without rails or planks, and they were relatively lightweight and easy to transport. I think perhaps the only modification I would make, as evidenced by my channel profile picture, is the possible addition of an illuminated eye stalk, either blue or flat white, but I'd have to think about that. And to round off, we have 3 quick questions from Don, who asks, question 1, if you were able to be on set for the filming and production of a Dalek-related TV episode, which episode would you choose? This one's easy, Into the Dalek. For the simple reason that Peter Capaldi used his day off to go and visit the shooting of the Dalek boarding scene and the resulting firefight. I'd love to sit with him, chat about Daleks, and watch the setup and filming of these fantastic practical effects. Question 2. What part of a Dalek do you think is the most iconic? This is a tough one. Almost every aspect of the Dalek design is iconic in its own way. The eye stalk, the gun stick, the plunger, the bumps. But the voice is perhaps the most recognisable element of the Daleks, whether it's Nick Briggs' modern voice, one of the many fantastic Dalek voices from the classic era, or even just a decent fan-made Dalek voice. The battle cry of Exterminate is perhaps the most iconic Dalek design element, but there are some close contenders. And question 3. What's your favourite Dalek noise? Either speech or a sound effect when moving, etc. My favourite Dalek sound effect is by far the gun stick sound, specifically the ones used in Remembrance of the Daleks, the Big Finish audios and the Chibnall era Dalek stories. I'm also a huge fan of the Dalek gunstick sound used in the Russell T Davies and Moffat eras of New Who, but the Remembrance sound effect takes the cake as far as I'm concerned. It's punchy, screeching and alien sounding, and this sound effect, coupled with the first ever use of the skeleton extermination effect, makes for a fantastic combination. And I'm really glad the sound effect was brought back for some of the more recent Dalek stories and pitted against the New Who sound effect in Revolution of the Daleks. That was a nice touch. And that concludes the first episode of season 2 of Dalek Bumps Question Time. You can leave your answers to these great questions in the comments below.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to
Dalek Bumps.